Hey everyone, this is your girl Tiffany from Experiences by Tiffany on Instagram and Experiences by Tiffany G on YouTube. So please follow, subscribe, share my posts, make comments. So today is my third installation, and I am actually going to talk about my last video. I had a lot of responses. No one was willing to actually put the responses in the comments. I got DMs, I got text messages, I got phone calls, I got tons of responses from different people. And this video is to kind of share some of those responses and some of the information that I shared with those individuals in those responses. So I got some responses from different people. So like my phone calls. I spoke with a couple, and they were discussing the magnitude of using contraceptives. Like, why was it important if they were exclusive? Why would they want to use contraceptives, especially if they was comfortable with one another? And I posed a question to them. Are you exclusive? Are you only sleeping with each other? And if you're not only sleeping with each other, are you using condoms or protection when you're sleeping with other people outside of you too? I've been in a relationship, or I was in a relationship for a really long time, and I didn't think about whether or not my partner was using protection with someone else. I wasn't using protection with them because I was faithful and devoted to them, and only being with them made it one-sided in my mind as far as whether or not there was being, if the protection was both ways, because I knew what I was doing, and I knew what the other person was doing. I knew they were out there in the streets, they were doing whatever they wanted to do. So that made a big question, or left a big question in my mind. Are you protecting me? Are you protecting yourself, or are you being selfish? So that conversation also further went on to discuss the not wanting to use protection. So I had a couple people even reach out and say, what if, that person doesn't want to use protection? That person refuses to use it, and basically that ends the relationship, or it ends that type of intimacy with that person. So I asked you this question. Is it more important for your life to be protected, or more important for you to have or lust or be with someone you want for the moment? Because clearly that person is being selfish and only thinking about themselves. They're not considering you or putting you first. So even if you're in a relationship with that person, and that person is not willing to use protection, and that's what you want to do, how long is that going to last? Because that's just one instance or one scenario where they are putting their needs or what they want before yours. So that's something that you have to ask yourself. Is there anything else that I'm overlooking, or anything else that I know that they are basically doing what they wish, what they want, and not doing what I want in a relationship, or compromising, or making sure that it's an even playing field for both of us? Something to ask. I also got some comments from different individuals saying that, if we went out on a date, or when we ever decided if me and that person was to go any further, that they were ready, they were down, they had all the contraceptives, and they was willing to make sure that they brought that along whenever we decided to get together. To that I say, I've heard that 100 times. So not saying that, they don't live up to it. It's cool at first. Everyone is down in the beginning. But after a while, after some time, after getting a feel of what it's like, or noticing how the body reacts, individuals change their mind and they become more adamant. So I've experienced that on a multitude of occasions, and I've had to in relationships because the person being adamant and playing games, playing tricks. Remember in the last video, it's like, what are some things that you've heard? What are some things guys or females have said or done to try to get you from using contraceptives. My ex said to me, you know, I'll wife them. I ain't trying to use no condom. So every female that I've been with, I'll wife them. Which means that he's asked them to marry him multiple times so that way he doesn't have to use condoms. Not saying that he's being faithful to them. Not saying that he's being dedicated to them. But he's saying that I'm going to get engaged to you. So that way, in your mind, it's just me and you. In your mind, you're protected, you're safe. Just so I don't have to use condoms. So saying I love you, or saying that, you know, let's get married and things of that nature, like the crazy things people would say just so they don't have to use protection. Like, that's what you have to be on a lookout for. Like, you have to watch for that. And I had a couple other statements that was said to me. But I just want to kind of reach out, kind of give you guys a follow-up on that video. Let you know some things that I've heard, some things that's been said. You know, please continue to reach out to me. You know, hit me up in my DM. You can put a message on this video via YouTube or IG. I'm more happy to hear from you, and there's more conversation to come, so keep it going. See you later.